So the body is always healing itself, always, always, always. And your job is to either support it with the energy or not have a body that you can use. Your body is your connection to everything. You're not that other person anymore, because that other person is sort of like food that should be good, but they've put all those things in it, like you see it in those bags, in those stores that, those quick stores, those rapid buy stores where you go in and the entire counter is all these colorful bags. But the food was okay when they put it in there, but then they put in all those different colors and numbers and additives until finally it's like a virus they stuck in the food. The food value is nothing. So the matrix is sort of like all those additives you see that you fine print, you read on a bag of anything that comes in any of those fast food places. And the real food, the nutrition, has sort of been polluted by it. But if you can just go for the real food, which is the energy, which is what these practices do, and they're connected at all times with you being part of spirit, that's why you're here, to discover that, then you don't get polluted by the matrix. But that was Lao Tzu's discovery. It's one or the other. Your body every morning, every night is healing itself. As a matter of fact, that's what sleep is all about. People go, I wonder why I have to sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. No, you'll be dead if you don't sleep. Body heals itself all night long. There's actually a clock on what it does all night, where it goes first to the liver, then it goes to the spleen, then it goes to the gallbladder, then it goes to the lung, the heart. It has a certain time each day that it starts healing that part. And so it's always healing itself, but it's not dumb like the matrix is, where it heals it when it's just diseased. It's always on a proactive program. So if some cell is acting wonky, it'll just start producing cells behind it so it can push it out. So let's say you scrape your arm, and you go, God, that I didn't make a cut, but I certainly did hit it pretty hard. All of a sudden, the body will send a bunch of cells there, mesotheliites, and those will then start replicating and become cells and work their way up the dermis, because it knows that those other cells that just got banged are going to pass away soon, but those cells are going to die away sooner than normal. So the body has to be ready. So in that one area, it'll make a bunch of cells just underneath it, layers. You can see them lining up. So the body is always healing itself, always, always, always. And your job is to either support it with the energy or not have a body that you can use. Your body is your access to smelling the gorgeous smells of autumn, to smelling the gorgeous smells of certain foods. It's really, your body is your connection to everything through the energy. One of the questions that I wish people asked me every single day was, how is it I can amp up multiple times a day and be 10 times more excited and powerful, and yet very clear and effective and efficient? Doesn't matter what time of day or what I'm working on, whether it's sports, whether it's talking to my significant other, whether it's doing my Kung Fu exercises, whether I'm writing a research grant, whether I'm teaching a medical school class. What is it that would make it so that a person could always be on top of their game? And that's why I had someone record them over the past 20 years. All the work that I did with Lao Tzu in China, Lao Tzu's protege in China, was that these practices, and we've got over, probably 150 of them that I've recorded, that you can do, that are physical practices, or you could do the mental practices. We've got over 100 of those. And we've got the guided breathing visualizations, the rapid transformational vibrational techniques, where you don't have to spend a long time meditating. You can just, take a second. If you do techniques that I have for you in the guided breathing, you teach yourself. Your body just already has it in it. You're just having your body rediscover that it can stop everything. So what I did then was I stopped all voices, all sounds, all feelings, and gave you what people want to do in meditation, which is to get that space between breathing, the space between the monkey mind, where supposedly all the goodies are. Well, it's just not a little space. It's all day space. You want to stay in there, and you can do it right now with me. All I have to do is get into that space and then make it my goal that I want you, or whatever project we're working on, especially if you're a win-win person, which is what we all should strive for, that I want you to experience this wonderful space also. So see if when I was being quiet there, you didn't all of a sudden go, doesn't feel bad, does it? It's not so bad, this feeling. And what I did was I brought in this feeling that has to do with the energy that I learned from each one of the physical practices and the mental practices. The physical practice, you can like push out bad energy, bring in good energy while you're pushing out with the other hand, push out bad energy, bring in good energy. Just doing that for 5 minutes or 2 minutes before a call or anything or standing up is so rejuvenating once you add it to doing the practices each day for this multiple times throughout the day. That's what I do. But you put all those poisons in it, that's the matrix. And you tell people, oh, you should be happy with that. Eat it. No, you're going to get sick, or you're going to have problems, or you certainly are not going to be strengthened to be able to meet your goals. So you want to get burned out quickly or have your brain, everybody talks about brain fog. At young ages, they talk about brain fog. It's all the pollutants that you're taking in, not only in food, but also in the culture and what people say and where they come from. So many people come from, I'm being destroyed by my life. Okay, that's the one side of the yin yang symbol. Now, Lao Tzu already told you, do these practices and you'll come out. And that's what I do, either the physical ones, the mental ones, or the quiet ones. And you don't have to do much after that. There's physical practices where you're, on this thing, you can't see it, but that where your whole body is like doing a yoga position at the same time that you're moving your hips and your shoulders. And when you do this in the energy, your whole body becomes like this energy wand, and you can create it going whatever direction you want. And I've taught these to people over the years, and they've done things that they couldn't even imagine, which is what the energy is all about, doing better than you ever could imagine.